In this challenge, you guys are going to create the functionality to fire off one of these acid effects. There's two parts to this. We're going to need to create a behavior for the acid, and the behavior for the acid is that it's just going to fire to the right, and basically it's going to just move to the right at some sort of speed and then destroy itself after, say, 5 seconds. All right, so let's create that script together. So here we're going to have a new enemy script here. So let's create a new C# script. Let's call it acid effect. Okay, so here's our acid effect. Let's drag it onto the acid prefab. Make sure that's applied as a component. So here we have our acid effect. And within here, we need to create the behavior of the acid effect. So what is the behavior of the acid effect? We need to move left at, let's say we need to move left at 3 meters per second. So move left at 3 meters per second. What else do we need to do? We need to detect a hit collision. So we need to detect the player and deal damage, which is used through that eye damageable interface. So here we have the eye damageable interface. And then move left at 3 meters per second, detect player and deal damage. And then here we're going to destroy this thing after, say, 5 seconds. Destroy this after 5 seconds. So that's going to be the behavior of this script. And what we need to do now is we need to tell the spider, hey, you need to basically instantiate one of these acid balls, and that's going to then have this script applied to it. So here inside the spider, we need a script that our spider animation event is going to call. Tell spider to fire. So inside here, let's go ahead and say we have our spider. And let's go ahead and create a function called public void attack. We want to call this method from the spider animation event. So how do we do that? Well, we need a reference variable. So we need a handle. We need a handle to the spider, and then you need to use void start. So let's add void start. And inside here, you need to assign handle to the spider, or handle to the spider component. So you need to get access to the spider, and then you need to basically call this fire method. So tell spider to fire, use handle to call attack method on the spider. So that is everything we need to do to basically create the ability and functionality for us to fire. When that fire or when that attack method is called, what needs to happen? On our spider here, when we attack, we need to instantiate the acid effect. All right, we'll have to figure out the position to instantiate that at. So that is the challenge, and I'll see you guys in the challenge review.